this guy. As you can see, even in my hand sketch that I make here, the trough, the divider that's in the trough, the conduits coming into the bottom. So this is stuff that I leave behind for a guy like yourself. So when you're going to do maintenance, or say you have another contractor that comes in, which you won't, you always use Sharlen, right? Mm-hmm. Right?
Sure.
Sharlen.
Absolutely.
There's only one way to win, and that's when you use Sharlen. So
call the teddy bear.
But this is the reference. And this is, I like leaving this behind, even for myself. You know, I'll go back to a building that I haven't been in for 10 years. And granted, I may remember a lot of stuff, but then I've got my notes. It's like, oh yeah, hey, you got my notebook? You know, I got a hotel, Noir. Excellent, very, he's a great man. But he's constantly calling me. And I'm like, Noir, pull out my notebook. Noir, put out the notebook. I'm like, okay, come to this page, come to that page. And we'll FaceTime. And we'll walk through. I'm like, there it is. And I'm able to actually walk him through whatever the problem may be by just going through my notes. So
awesome.
That helps too when we do a phone call sometimes with a few things. And, you know, it'll kind of save you a service. Well, that aspect will save you a service call. All right, so here's whatchamacallit, this is that cabinet right there.
Okay.
All right. And then here is the actual layout. This is an 11 by 17. So this is the actual layout of the room. If it matters to you or not, I don't need it anymore, but these are all, like I said, these are my hand sketches. This is what I do before I actually come out into on site. I'll stick that back in there for you. Same with this. This is how I figured out this is your electrical closets. This is an overhead view of the electrical closets. Here's the conduits that you have going up to your penthouse, right? It says up to penthouse. This is actually the corridor. This is the power. And what I do is I come in, this is, again, I have my guys use these as pull sheets, okay? So here's all your unit numbers that I got them tagged, and then what's what, and then the receptacles, second floor receptacle. Now, I stands for circuit, and the L is the neutral, and G is ground, okay? So even if I take you back to the front here real quick, electrically when you're doing something, a small dash is a hot circuit, so that's going to be a power circuit, and the large dash is neutral, and then the bar with the lines in it, that's for ground. Okay, so everything on your public side, none of your neutrals are shared. It's all separate neutrals. Okay, in the units we've shared neutrals, and that's where you'll see the bars. So again, this is the lighting side of it with some of the fire alarm, and then the dimensions. This is the camera layout and the door fob. This here is another one of my pull sheets. Okay, so what this is, this will tell you switchboard 1, which is this guy. I've got 2 3-inch conduits. They're in the slab and they're going to the transformer. They're 3 350s, copper, one number 1 copper for the ground. 600 amps, it's 22 feet from there to there. Okay, that's what all that stuff is. And then this is for the ground. That's this. I have stuff for the units that are in my other gang box that I will leave with this also.
Okay.
This guy here. So you will get something from Sharlen with all the stuff. But as I open up boxes and the guys do things, this and that, I try to grab the stuff before it just disappears, which, by the by, this is the key for your hand dryers.
Oh, in the bathrooms.
The bathroom, the Dyson key.
Okay.
He has a set that he's going to give you with all that stuff. That was owner supply, so you guys bought that. I took one of the keys and I put it in here just so when that one gets lost, you at least know where the other one is.
Okay.
Okay, and not saying that you're gonna lose it, but in here you've got the watt stopper stuff, which that's the sensors.
Okay.
Okay, that information. Bodine is the battery backup for the corridor fixtures.
Okay.
All right, here is your wall packs. All right, this is all the stuff that comes with the switchgear. So when you get bored, you can sit down and read this. This is just how these panel covers go together. Okay, that's the box. All right, torque ratings are in here for all the bus details, right? Here's more stuff, the watt stopper stuff. So this is the power supply that powers it up. I apologize, it's really not in order. I just kind of put everything. So this is, here's your transformer information. There's more transformer stuff because there's a couple different transformers, but that's all transformer. That's for this big guy here. Kind of any questions that you have about that. Here,
Is that guy there the same as this guy?
no, it isn't.
No? Okay.
I just, when I had that custom built to look like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give you this now so you can put in with your stuff.
Oh, for the, okay.
That's for the car charger.
Okay.
But I have the second car charger manual in here.
Okay.
All right. So here's another, this is just a build sheet. You know, these are the transformer pads outside. This is all the information on the this is all the ComEd stuff with those transformer pads. I got another hand sketch in here. So like I said, instead of throwing out my laminates, didn't really see a reason to.
Yeah,
It's all
no,
right there.
It's awesome. Thank you.
So I have more laminates that I'm gonna stick in here, which are the units. And I'll give you a preview of what that's gonna look like, but on an 11 by 17. So, like I said, when we were roughing, this is what I had the guys rough off of. Sorry, flip it. So you'll get a copy of these.
Oh, okay.
So this is how the units are piped. All right,
It's good, helpful for you.
and makes easy.
Yeah, makes it a lot
The
easier.
ones that I'm gonna give you should have the circuit numbers on there. I got just a bunch of copies. I still haven't really gone through. These are a lot of my hand sketch. See how I got the, but I have the ones where I've actually typed out what everything is. So I have this stuff here that it's actually in the other gang box that I'm gonna grab and put in here today.
Okay.
And those on there, it's got the, you know, the breaker, it's got the torque rating for the breaker, so everything's kind of, you know, that's the stuff that you guys, that's the stuff that you don't get from the contract.
Yeah.
No,
So no.